There exists a power so great that with a single word, worlds are shaped, destinies rewritten, and wealth summoned from the invisible into the seen. You have spoken this word many times before, sometimes carelessly, sometimes unknowingly, and yet it is this very word that holds the key to everything you have ever desired. When you declare, "I am wealthy," you do not make a request. You issue a command. You are not asking the universe for permission. You are affirming a truth that must materialize. The billions you seek are already yours, but they cannot appear until you claim them. Doubt whispers, "I don't see it." But the unseen is the womb of all creation. Did the tree not exist as a seed first? Did the building not begin as a blueprint? Why then do you question your own becoming? When you speak, do so as one who already has. Say, "I am abundant. I am limitless. I am a billionaire." Do not look to the world for confirmation. The world is only a mirror, and it can reflect back only what you persistently assume to be true. Some will say this is foolishness. They do not know the power they wield. They have used "I am" to affirm their lack, their struggle, their limitations. And so they remain bound by their own words. Persist in your assumption. Hold fast to your declaration. The billions are not out there. They are already within you, waiting to be spoken into form. In the beginning, before anything existed in form, there was only the word. The unseen essence from which all things arise is not matter, nor force, nor action. It is speech, the vibration of thought given expression. Everything you witness today, every building, every invention, every vast empire, once existed as nothing more than an idea spoken into being. Words are the seeds of creation, planted within the mind and nurtured by belief until they take root in the world of the seen. What you declare with conviction is not a mere statement. It is a cause set in motion, a force that summons into form that which was previously invisible. The words you speak are not idle, they are commands. Instructions given to the unseen substance that shapes reality. If you wish to change your world, you must first change your words. The world around you is nothing more than a reflection of what has been spoken. Every great leader, every visionary, every creator who has shaped history understood this fundamental truth. They did not wait for proof before they spoke. They did not require evidence before they believed. Instead, they declared boldly, with absolute certainty, and the world rearranged itself to match their conviction. It is not enough to merely wish, nor is it enough to hope. A wish implies uncertainty, and hope, while beautiful, still acknowledges the possibility of failure. But a declaration, a word spoken with knowing, this is the key to mastery. Consider the difference between one who says, "I hope to be wealthy," and one who declares, "I am wealthy." The first statement carries doubt, the possibility of lack, the expectation of delay. The second, however, leaves no room for hesitation. It is a word that claims, a word that commands, a word that demands reality conform to its truth. Many believe that action is the primary force of change, that effort alone is the path to transformation. But action without the foundation of spoken certainty is empty motion. The one who moves without belief labors in vain, while the one who speaks with conviction finds that doors open effortlessly, that circumstances shift in their favor, that what once seemed impossible now appears within reach. If you would see a new reality, you must first master your tongue. You must guard your words as a gardener guards his field, for every careless utterance plants a seed, and every seed will grow, whether you wish it to or not. Those who speak of struggle will always find struggle. Those who declare lack will always experience lack, but those who choose their words with precision, with purpose, with unshakable conviction, will mold the world to match their vision. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of fate. You are the creator, the architect, the master of your own reality. And the tool of your creation is always within you, your word. Speak not as one who is waiting, but as one who already has. Do not say, one day I will be, for this pushes your desire into the future, always just out of reach. Say instead, I am. Speak it as though it were already so, for in truth it is. The moment you declare a thing to be, it is set in motion. The unseen forces of creation begin to align, and what once seemed distant is drawn near. The power has never been outside of you. It has always been within, waiting for you to wield it. Every word you speak is an instruction, a decree, a force that moves the unseen into the seen. If you would change your life, change your words. Speak only that which you wish to see made real, and watch as the world bends, reshaped by the power of your word. I am is the most powerful statement one can utter, for whatever follows it shapes reality. It is not merely a phrase. It is the declaration of being, the command that calls into existence whatever is affirmed. Every time you say, I am, you are setting an intention, instructing the unseen forces of creation to make it so. Most people speak without awareness, unaware that their words are molding their future. They say, I am tired, and tiredness deepens. They say, I am struggling, and struggle persists. They say, I am unlucky, and misfortune follows them like a shadow. What they fail to realize is that they are not describing their reality, they are creating it. Words are not reflections of what is. They are the architects of what will be. The subconscious mind does not question, does not argue, does not resist. It simply accepts and manifests what is spoken with conviction. Say, I am wealthy, and wealth begins to seek you. The very fabric of reality starts to shift, aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities to match your declaration. At first it may seem like nothing is changing, but the unseen work has already begun. A seed planted does not sprout immediately, but its growth is inevitable when it is nurtured with faith. The mistake many make is in allowing their senses to dictate their beliefs. They look at their bank account and say, I am broke, as if their present condition is fixed. But what exists now is only the result of past declarations. To change your future, you must change what you declare now. The power of I am is absolute. It does not discriminate, does not filter, does not pick and choose what to manifest. It simply delivers what is spoken. If you say, I am unworthy, life will mirror back experiences of unworthiness. If you say, I am weak, you will find yourself lacking strength, unable to withstand the trials of life. The universe is not punishing you, it is obeying you. Your word is law, and your reality must conform. Doubt may arise, whispering, but I do not see the wealth, the health, the love I declare. This is where most falter. They let their outer world dictate their inner conviction, when in truth it is the inner world that creates the outer. The unseen must always precede the seen. The artist does not wait to see the painting before he picks up the brush. He envisions it first, declares it in his mind, and then brings it forth onto the canvas. You must persist in your assumption. Even if the world shows you lack, do not declare it. Even if circumstances seem unchanging, do not waver. Speak as though it already is, for that is the secret of creation. I am prosperous. I am strong. I am divinely guided. These are not mere words. They are keys unlocking the door to a new reality. The great ones of history knew this truth. They did not allow appearances to dictate their beliefs. They declared their vision before it was visible, and the world conformed. The man who would build an empire does not say, I am struggling. He says, I am a builder, a creator, a success, even when no one else can see it. And because he holds firm in his declaration, the unseen forces must bring it to pass. You are no different. The power is within you, as it has always been. Choose your words wisely, for they will become your experience. Speak only that which you wish to see made real. Do not let fear dictate your declaration. Say only what you desire, and say it as though it already is. I am abundant, I am joyful, I am limitless. Hold firm in this knowing, and the world will bend to match your words. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. It is the bridge between the invisible and the visible, the power that brings form to the formless. Before anything can exist in the physical world, it must first be created in the mind. Wealth, success, abundance, these do not come to those who wait for proof, but to those who believe in their existence before the senses confirm them. Most people look to their circumstances for validation, waiting for signs before they allow themselves to believe. They say, I will believe I am wealthy when I see money in my account. But this is not faith. This is mere observation. True faith does not require evidence. It is the evidence. It declares boldly, I am wealthy even when the outer world shows lack. It knows that the unseen is more real than what is seen, for what is visible today was once invisible yesterday. Consider the oak tree. Before it stands tall and strong, it exists only as a seed buried in the ground. The one who plants it does not doubt that it will grow. He does not dig it up every day to check if it is becoming a tree. He trusts in the process, knowing that though he cannot yet see it, the tree is already taking form beneath the soil. This is how faith works. It is the quiet confidence that what is spoken, what is imagined, must come to pass. If you desire wealth, do not look at your empty pockets and speak of poverty. Do not wait for external confirmation before you accept it as true. Speak it now, declare it now, walk as though it is already yours. The mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It simply accepts what you impress upon it. And once the mind accepts something as true, reality must adjust to match it. The ones who have built great fortunes did not wait for evidence before they believed. They saw riches in their mind long before they held them in their hands. They walked by faith, not by sight. They did not concern themselves with the how. They simply knew that their belief was enough. The universe does not require your struggle, it only requires your certainty. Doubt is the only force that can delay your manifestation. The moment you question, the moment you say, but I don't see it yet, you uproot the very seed you have planted. You push your desire further away, making it an unreachable future instead of a present reality. But when you hold firm in your belief, unmoved by appearances, the unseen must become seen. It does not matter what your current situation looks like. The only thing that matters is what you accept as true in your mind. If you can see it there, if you can feel it there, it is already yours. The external world is nothing but a shadow, a reflection of what you believe. Change the belief, and the shadow must follow. You do not need permission to be wealthy. You do not need proof before you claim it. The only requirement is faith. Faith so unwavering that even in the face of emptiness, you know fullness is on its way. Faith so strong that even when nothing appears to be happening, you trust that everything is aligning for you. Let go of the need for proof. Stop looking to the world for signs and start looking within. Speak your wealth into existence. Feel it before it arrives. Trust that the unseen is working in your favor, and soon what once lived only in your mind will stand before you, undeniable, undeniable, undeniable. Speak as though it already is. This is the secret. This is the key. Do not beg, do not plead, do not wish. Declare. For the universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to certainty. It moves in perfect obedience to the convictions you hold about yourself and the world around you. Most people make the mistake of speaking from a place of lack. They pray and plead as if their desires are separate from them, as if they must convince some external force to grant them what they seek. But in doing so, they affirm the very absence of what they desire. To say, I want wealth, is to affirm that you do not yet have it. To say, I need success, is to declare yourself unsuccessful. The universe is not listening to your words alone. It is responding to the state of being from which those words arise. If your words carry the energy of need, then need is what will persist. You must understand that creation is finished. Everything you could ever desire already exists. Wealth, success, love, health, all of it is already here, already real. The only thing that determines whether it appears in your life is your willingness to claim it as yours. You do this by speaking as though it already is, not as something distant, not as something to be chased, but as something that is already yours by right. The one who declares, "I am wealthy," and feels it to be true will see wealth come. The one who says, "I am healthy," and moves with the confidence of vitality will find health flowing through them. This is not about pretending or lying to yourself. It is about aligning with the truth that exists beyond what your senses currently perceive. The world you see with your eyes is only a reflection of past assumption. If you want to change it, you must assume differently now. Doubt is the greatest enemy of manifestation. The moment you speak of your desire as if it is already fulfilled, the old self will try to rise up and argue. It will say, "But look at your bank account. Look at your circumstances. How can you say you are wealthy when there is no proof?" This is where most falter. They allow their senses to dictate their beliefs, not realizing that belief must come first. The one who wavers, the one who doubts, delays their own blessing. But the one who stands firm, who speaks with authority, who refuses to be moved by what is seen, that is the one who bends reality to their will. They do not check for evidence. They do not question whether it is working. They simply know. They say, "It is done," and walk as though it is done. And because they are unwavering in their assumption, the universe has no choice but to conform. Think of the great ones who have walked this earth. They did not beg for success. They did not wish for greatness. They claimed it. They knew who they were before the world recognized them. They spoke as though they were already kings, already leaders, already visionaries. And the world eventually had to agree. You must do the same. Stop waiting, stop hoping, stop asking. Speak it now, declare it now. If you desire wealth, say, "I am wealthy." If you desire success, say, "I am successful." If you desire love, say, "I am love itself," and do not merely say it, feel it, embody it, become it. Move through the world as though it is already so, and soon the world will reflect it back to you. The universe does not make mistakes. It does not ignore declarations spoken with conviction. The moment you claim it as yours, it begins to arrange itself to bring it forth. Speak as though it already is, and it must be. The world you experience is nothing more than a mirror reflecting your assumptions. Every belief you hold, every conviction you accept as true, is shaping the reality before you. This is the great law, the law of assumption. It is not luck, effort, or chance that determines your destiny. It is what you assume to be true about yourself. Assume you are already the billionaire you desire to be, and your world must rearrange itself to match this assumption. Most people live their lives reacting to what they see, never realizing that what they see is simply the outpicturing of their past thoughts and beliefs. They believe in their limitations because they see them, not understanding that it is their belief in these limitations that sustains them. But the one who understands the law of assumption knows better. They do not wait for evidence. They do not require proof. They assume the feeling of their wish fulfilled, and in doing so, they bring it into existence. To become a billionaire, you must first assume that you are one. You must think, act, and feel as if your fortune is already in your possession. This is not about pretending or faking. It is about embodying the state of wealth so completely that it becomes your natural way of being. The mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It only knows what you consistently assume to be true. If you persist in the assumption that you are already a billionaire, your subconscious mind will accept this as fact, and your external world must follow. The greatest mistake people make is waiting. They wait for signs, for proof, for something outside of them to change before they believe. But waiting is an admission of doubt. It is placing power in the external rather than within. The truth is, the moment you assume something with absolute conviction, it is already done. The world simply needs time to catch up. Do not concern yourself with how it will happen. The how is not your responsibility. The infinite intelligence that governs this universe will orchestrate every event, every opportunity, and every connection required to bring your assumption to life. Your only task is to remain steadfast in your belief. Assume it boldly, without hesitation, without wavering. Feel it as real, and let that feeling saturate your entire being. The wealthy do not see money as something separate from them. They do not wonder if they will have it. They assume it is always available, always flowing, always theirs. This is why they attract it so effortlessly. But those who assume lack, who believe money is difficult to attain, will always struggle. It is not the effort that creates wealth. It is the assumption of wealth that does. You must begin now. Do not wait for circumstances to change before you adopt the mindset of a billionaire. Change your mindset first, and the circumstances must follow. Walk as one who is already wealthy. Speak as one who already has more than enough. Carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their fortune is inevitable. This is not a theory, it is a law. And like all laws, it works with absolute precision. If you assume wealth, you will experience wealth. If you assume struggle, you will experience struggle. The choice is yours. You can remain as you are, waiting for something outside of you to change, or you can step into the reality you desire by assuming it now. Feel the weight of wealth in your hands. See yourself living the life you desire. Speak as though it is already done. Persist in this state and reality will bend to reflect it. The law of assumption does not fail. It cannot fail. Assume it, believe it, and watch your world transform. The truth is simple. The world must conform to your assumption, but it does so in its own time and manner. The moment you waver, the moment you question whether it is working, you undo your progress. Reality obeys persistence. It must align with the state you refuse to abandon. The word you hold in your mind, be it wealth, success, love, or health, must be held unwaveringly, for it is this persistence that forces the unseen into the seen. Consider a seed planted in the earth. You do not dig it up each day to check if it is growing. You trust the process. You water it, knowing that beneath the soil unseen forces are at work. The same is true for your assumption. The moment you assume it to be true, the process begins. But if you let doubt creep in, if you look around and say nothing is happening, you uproot your own creation. The world may seem slow to obey, but it has no choice. It must conform. Every great transformation requires persistence. The person who assumes wealth but then doubts when they check their bank account is like a farmer who rips out their crops before they bear fruit. The external world takes time to reflect the new state of being, but if you persist, if you hold fast to the truth that what you desire is already yours, then reality must yield. Most people quit when things appear unchanged. They assume that because they cannot yet see the evidence, nothing is happening. But this is the great illusion. Just as the roots of a tree form before the branches stretch into the sky, your assumption is taking shape beneath the surface of what you can see. It is in the moments of doubt, in the moments when everything seems the same, that your persistence is tested. Will you stand firm, or will you fall back into the old belief? The ones who succeed, the ones who shape reality, are those who refuse to let go of their assumption no matter what the world shows them. They persist in the feeling of their wish fulfilled, knowing that their inner conviction is the only thing that matters. They do not beg, they do not hope, they do not look for signs. They know. They walk as if it is already done, and because they persist, the world has no choice but to shift in their favor. This is the secret of all who have achieved great things. They did not allow circumstances to dictate their belief. They held on to their vision until the world had no choice but to reflect it. They did not say, "I hope one day to be successful." They assume success. They did not say, I want to be wealthy. They embodied wealth before it appeared. And because they persisted, their assumption became reality. You must do the same. Do not wait for evidence. Do not let doubt creep in when the outer world appears unchanged. Hold fast to your assumption. Remain unwavering in the belief that it is already done. Walk as the person you desire to be. Speak as they would. Think as they would. Act as they would. And no matter what, do not falter. Reality will yield. It must. The universe is structured to obey the persistence of assumption. Hold the word in your mind, unwavering, and watch as everything aligns. Everything you desire, wealth, success, power, already exists within you. The world does not give you what you wish for. It gives you what you assume to be true. If you declare it with conviction, persist in your belief, and refuse to waver, reality must conform. The word you hold in your mind shapes the life you live. Speak as though it already is. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Have faith in the unseen, for belief is the only evidence you need. Do not chase, do not beg, declare. And above all, persist. No matter how long it takes, no matter what the world appears to show you, stand firm in your assumption. The world must yield. It has no choice. You are the creator of your reality. The power is in your hands. Use it wisely. Thank you.